I desire always to work with other Asian American artists, writers. Any kind of projects like that are really meaningful because I think living in diaspora is a very like specific experience, and I do think one of the great things that we talked about during our first meeting was about how I had lived in South Korea for a little bit. Izzy's family is from Korea as well, and so we talked about a kind of like, what are ways that we like bring culture into our practice, like what are ways that we can express that within our art. And that was just such a like, it's always so great to talk to someone where I don't need to explain like my process or my background to them, and she just got it. And it was a conversation where I didn't feel I needed to explain things, so we just kind of rolled with it.
I think one word that I keep on going back to when describing Dawn's work and kind of maybe the tone I wanted to incorporate was irreverence. And I don't mean like flippant or rude or anything like that, but something about reading Dawn's poem felt very contemporary to me. It felt akin to a lot of like millennial media, like second coming of age, and peeling back the layers of the glamour of adulthood, the glamour of like the industrial wedding complex, and kind of phrasing it in this very tongue-in-cheek limbo.
It's been really great to see like the love and care that Izzy has shown toward like kind of looking at my poem, seeing themes, even like catching things that I would not have necessarily caught for myself. Like I do think of myself as like a pretty irreverent person and like wanting to challenge like taboos and kind of stereotypes and such. And I think that actually seeps into my writing.
My work already pokes fun at adornment and ornament, and kind of emphasizes the DIY aspect of it all. So I use a lot of cardboard, and I feel like I'm trying to be more transparent about that in terms of like whimsy maybe and flexibility. I feel like my work, like, I mean, it's very playful, but it's also like very structured. And I feel like I'm very picky about like what outside elements to bring in. But I think Dawn's text was very rich in terms of like sensory things and like setting.
I had also just gotten married when I wrote the poem. And so I was thinking like, I love to dance, but in that moment I felt pretty restricted in the dress. But I definitely was like, okay, the moment that I peeled off the shapewear, I really felt this like freedom of the body to expand as much as it wants to, and that other people who were at the block party were also embracing the curves of a woman that are kind of like an ocean.